Okay, hello everybody. Let's talk about City of Amber, chapter 10 through 11 today. So, our discussion question was the character of Grandma was necessary in this story, and then I thought about it, and then I came to a conclusion that the character was pretty necessary and pivotal in shaping the narrative because the grandma belongs to the older generation. Although she has forgotten most of the knowledge and memories, but she still represents the sense of heritage and sense of history. So she symbolizes the history that is forgotten and then wisdom that is lost. So Lina, who's a descendant of grandma, she has the responsibility to trace back the history of the city and then regain the forgotten knowledge. Okay, so personally for Lina, Grandma was also a very necessary character because with her parents all gone, Grandma was the only source of comfort and love. She has sort of become an anchor in her life. Although right before she passed away, she was not in her right state, so she kept gibberishing and then she kept losing her mind. But before that, she was a very loving and affectionate grandma, and that's why the main character Lina was able to survive to this day. So after grandma passed away, Lina keeps telling herself, all alone in the world, all alone in the world. This shows how much despair Lina is in at the current state. But then since she experienced such a great loss, that has become a momentum for Lina to look for an answer and then to seek out the solutions to save the city Ember because on her shoulder, because she was given the instructions, the future of the city lies and then the future of her family and the future of her little sister Poppy lies. So she feels great responsibility. So grandma's death, although pretty sad, it is driving the plot forward by giving Lina more responsibility and helping her grow through these difficult and challenging times and through these adversities. So, Lina spotted Lizzie rushing out of the office, the storehouse, and Lizzie stole some necessary items such as food, um, canned fruits, which are so rare in the city. And then Lizzie says that it's okay to take them because the amount of it is not enough for the entire population to share. So, if it's revealed that there are some rare items inside the storeroom, the city is going to go into chaos. So Lizzie, who first witnessed it, who first saw it, better take it. And then Lina and Lizzie kept arguing. So this presents us an ethical dilemma whether the person who sees an item first should take it or whether we should reveal it to society and then share it communally. And I can totally understand Lizzie's perspective because she wants to survive in this society. And then she's being really practical. And the first instinct is to preserve oneself, and she is basically following that instinct. So that's totally understandable. But then Lina suggests that she is coming up with a moral ground that stealing is wrong regardless of any situation. And then if somebody starts stealing and monopolizes upon the scarce resources, then if it gets revealed, it will erode the trust within the members of the community. So if trust is eroded, then the general population would not be able to trust the government officials, the leaders. So Lizzie is basically the government official, right? So they won't be able to trust the authority, the government, and then there's going to be a uprising. So a very violent state can be brought about. So Lina thinks that promoting fairness and maintaining order is more important than anything else in this kind of very precarious and unstable situation. So Lina wants to focus on the responsibility that each citizen has to have. So I am leaning more towards Linus' stance because although the items are limited and scarce and it cannot be shared by everybody in the city, at least if the people can find out if there are some items, it can be distributed to the people who need it the most, like little children, the most vulnerable members of society. So when it cannot be shared by everybody, it can go to the people who need it the most, the weak members of society. Then people are going to consider it as fair. So I think rather than the small number of people, the elite, the people who are working in the government and authority monopolizing over the resources, it's better to distribute the resource in the most fair way possible. So I agree with Lina. I'm leaning more towards Lina's stance. Okay, thank you so much. That's pretty much it for today.